Your cat notices when something changes between the two of you. After being scolded, startled, or even after a tense moment, many cats start behaving in ways most people completely misunderstand. A different look, an unexpected purr, or even simply sitting near you can mean much more than it seems. Today, you're going to discover the silent signs cats use to try restoring their emotional connection with their owners, and you may never look at these behaviors the same way again. 1. Your cat knows when you're upset. A lot of people believe cats simply ignore human emotions, but research shows the exact opposite. Your cat notices changes in your tone of voice, your facial expressions, and even the way you move after a stressful moment. That's why many cats suddenly freeze or quietly watch you right after being scolded or frightened. Before you even finish reacting, your cat has already realized something changed in the emotional atmosphere. And the most interesting part is that many of the behaviors that appear afterward aren't random at all. They may actually be silent attempts to bring the relationship back to normal. 2. The slow blink that happens after tension. After a tense moment, some cats stare at their owner from a distance and slowly close their eyes. A lot of people miss it, but this slow blink is one of the biggest signs of trust in the feline world. For a cat, closing their eyes near someone means lowering their guard. Researchers discovered that cats use this behavior to create social connection and communicate emotional safety. So when your cat does this right after a scolding or conflict, they may be trying to show that they still feel safe around you and want to ease the tension between you. Before we continue, if you love cats, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to join our community of cat lovers. 3. Why your cat starts rubbing against you. A few minutes after a tense moment, many cats do something interesting. They start rubbing their face or body against their owner's legs. And this doesn't happen by accident. Cats have scent glands around their face, and they use this behavior to strengthen social bonds and create a shared group scent with individuals they consider safe. After an uncomfortable situation, some cats seem to use this contact to restore the feeling of connection and normality. It's almost like they're trying to rebuild the familiar, safe atmosphere that existed before the tension appeared between you. 4. The purr that changes how you feel. Not every purr simply means happiness. Researchers discovered that some cats use a specific type of purring capable of triggering strong emotional responses in humans. This sound contains frequencies similar to a baby's cry, instinctively activating feelings of care and protection. That's why many people notice their anger completely disappearing a few minutes after their cat climbs onto their lap and starts purring. Your cat may not be apologizing in the human sense, but they could be using a very powerful emotional tool to restore calm and bring the connection between you back to normal. 5. Why some cats bring toys after a tense moment. Some cats do something very specific after being scolded or after an uncomfortable situation. They suddenly show up carrying a toy in their mouth and drop it near their owner. It may seem random, but many experts believe play acts as an important social bonding tool between cats and humans. By inviting you to play, your cat may actually be trying to replace the negative experience with a positive interaction. It's almost like they're saying, "Can we go back to normal now?" And honestly, it often works, because just a few seconds of playing together can completely change the emotional atmosphere between the two of you. 6. The distance your cat chooses after conflict. After a tense moment, many cats don't completely run away or instantly cling to their owner. Instead, they choose to stay nearby while keeping a certain distance. Maybe they sit on the floor watching you, stay a few feet away on the couch, or quietly remain in the same room without doing much. This behavior may be a careful way of testing whether the environment feels safe again. Your cat still wants to stay close to you, but they're also respecting their own emotional limits in that moment. And the calmer your reaction is, the faster they usually shorten that distance and go back to their normal behavior again. 7. Your cat doesn't hold grudges the way you think. A lot of people worry that one scolding or bad moment will completely destroy their cat's trust. But studies show that cats usually don't hold long-term resentment over isolated incidents. What truly affects the relationship are repeated patterns of fear, yelling, or unpredictable behavior. One bad moment alone rarely erases years of bonding, safety, and positive routines. In fact, most cats are able to return to normal fairly quickly once they realize the environment feels calm and safe again. That explains why many cats go right back to asking for affection, playing, or sleeping near their owner not long after a tense moment. 8. Why your cat acts like nothing happened. Maybe the most confusing behavior of all happens just minutes after the tension ends. Your cat suddenly shows up acting completely normal, as if nothing ever happened. They meow for food, sit in their usual spot, or start weaving between your legs again. A lot of people see this as indifference, but experts explain that cats prefer restoring routine instead of dragging out conflict. For them, repeating familiar behaviors helps bring emotional safety back into the environment. It's almost like your cat is trying to emotionally reset the situation and show that the connection between you is still exactly where it was before. 9. What your cat is really trying to do. Cats don't feel guilt the same way humans do. They don't sit around thinking about mistakes or planning apologies, but that doesn't mean they don't notice when something emotionally changes between the two of you. Your cat feels the tension, notices the emotional distance, and reacts by trying to restore the sense of safety that exists in your relationship. The slow blink, the purring, physical contact, or even simply staying close to you are all part of that. Deep down, your cat isn't trying to win the conflict. They're trying to recover the emotional connection that makes them feel safe, comfortable, and protected by your side. Now I want to know something. Which of these behaviors does your cat do the most after a scolding or tense moment? Tell me down in the comments. And before you go, check out our latest video to keep discovering more amazing facts about the world of cats. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the comments and in the next video.